Hey everyone, it's Matt, aka Tech Ranger, and today we're going to be talking about the Division 2 and why I don't use healing skills. I never really felt the need to use them. Part of my reasoning is, in the first game, I used the stim shot all the time. It was like a burst healing skill, if you guys aren't familiar. But basically, you pop it and you get a bunch of health. And there was even a mod for it. You can get like an overshield. So you're pretty tanky with that. But then there were other healing skills like the support station. You could be pretty invincible if you wanted to. And if you had somebody on your team that was playing with healing skills, you could be even more powerful. Face tank a lot of enemies and not really have to worry about going down from just running in front of somebody. It was fun in a lot of circumstances to be able to do that. But in this game, like, cover is a lot more important than it was in the first game. And I've actually really been digging the gameplay just for that. Like, moving from cover to cover and being able to, play something like challenging and have it be challenging, but it's not like, oh my god, I'm going to die because I don't have any healing skills. So I'm not going to be able to face tank people, and it's not going to be good because I'm just going to get overwhelmed. But really, like, if you're playing cover to cover, you're, taking the bad enemies out, the ones like the engineers and the grenadiers specifically, or like the black tusk guys that throw up like the drones. I've been using like the chem launcher, the oxidizer one. And then I found, especially with the guys with the drones, when they deploy them, you shoot the chem launcher at them, it blows up the drones and them, or it hurts them really bad, depending on what difficulty you're playing as. Sometimes it'll just, like, kill a red bar enemy just right off the rip, like, you can just kind of shoot it, and if they stay there, they'll die eventually. I do a pretty decent amount of damage with it, but mostly it's kind of like an offensive suppression skill for me. A lot of the times, if I'm getting shot at by like a dude with an LMG, I'll shoot that over there so he just stops shooting at me for a second, and then, he'll get hurt a little bit, but then I can focus like this grenadier that's kind of coming up on me. So it's pretty interesting the way you can play without having to have like another healing skill, because as my other skill, I use the Hive, the stinger, which is the one that kind of shoots these little needles out and hurts enemies. Now, if you're playing on challenging, it's not going to kill a lot of enemies. I mean, I guess if you have, a lot of damage on the Hive skill, then, you can really get it up there to where you can start taking some dudes out on challenging. For the most part, though, it does do it on, like, just normal or, hard or in the open world. If I'm in, like, a hard area, then I can use the Hive skill to kind of protect me a little bit. And then I can kind of focus fire on the guys that will hurt me the most, like the grenadiers, the engineers. If there's like a turret that gets put up or something, that's like an extra guy that I have to worry about. So if I can take out, the engineer that's like putting that up, then I'm good. So things like that if you had like a healing skill there, then you just wouldn't have something like that, or you wouldn't have the oxidizer. Or if you had both healing skills, then you wouldn't have those. And it would be just your guns. And yeah, you can heal yourself and you can kind of keep yourself alive a little bit longer, but it's not like there's no burst healing. Now, I know you can kind of game it so you can kind of get your healing skills up there and they can work for you a lot better. But at the end of the day, like, the way the damage is and the way the enemies act and can flank you and things, if you die, like, most of the time, like, it's your fault. Like, it's because you're either not playing well or you made a bad decision. I think it'll lead to better builds in the end. Now, I'm kind of working on mine. It's kind of a crit hit chance, crit hit damage build. I like this G36 with an extended mag on it, which is serving me pretty well, and it's pretty stable. So that is kind of like my focus fire gun. And then I have a UMP, which is my secondary, which is kind of my critical hit damage gun. Like, that's going to be the one that's going to be taking dudes out that get a little too close to me. I'll just switch to that. But I have the exotic deagle as my pistol, and I kind of use that for the weak points on enemies and on the like the turrets and things like that, so that I can get that little bit of bonus. And then I have the chatterbox as well, the P90, the exotic P90. I like that one. It's pretty cool what it does, but for the most part, I kind of like the setup with the UMP and the G36. and I might have a new weapon tonight, you know, or the next day, you know, who knows. But I've been kind of switching things out a lot, and I really like the way I'm able to kind of switch things out and experiment with different things, and not have to worry too much about like, ooh, I'm gonna be losing a lot of skill power, which isn't great because then I won't be able to heal myself, because I don't really need to worry about it because I use my skills more of like, it's just like an extra thing, you know. I'm kind of more focused on my general build rather than any skills. So I think in the end it'll work out better for those that don't use healing skills. But if you do, you know, obviously people play different, and there's no reason why you shouldn't use healing skills. I mean, they're in the game, and they work really well in this game. So, you know, to each their own. Like, if you want to use that stuff, that's cool. But anyways, I just figured I'd make this video, kind of get my 2 cents, and throw it out there to you guys and see what you guys are using if you're playing the game, or if not, if you're planning on picking up the game and played the first one and maybe know a little bit about the healing skills and stuff, or are interested in the way that it works in this game. You know, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about it all, and I will catch you guys in the next video. There will be a video probably coming early next week or over the weekend or something like that, because this is kind of like an extra video. It didn't take me super long to put together, so I figured just kind of throw this up on Friday and then have, you know, something a little more long form over the weekend or early next week, depending on when you're watching this. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.